We have two orange formulas in our Superfit range. The first is called Superfit 7, Male Fertile. This is our formula that we use for supporting male energy. It's probably one of our most important formulas, and the greatest tragedy for me is that not many people know about it. This formula supports our little boys. One of the greatest sadnesses in modern society is that our little boys are not well. We know that autism is on the increase, and yet this horrifying condition affects little boys. 90% of autistic children are little boys, and the statistics are getting worse and worse and worse. Very little understanding about the cause of autism. One of the main causes, unfortunately, is hugely toxic pollution in our environment. Many of the poisons in modern society that are generally found in water bottles, plastic, toys, foods, are estrogenic pollutants. And these affect the little boys. These are affecting our little boys and making them very sick. And it's a very, very big worry. This astonishingly important formula, Spruce, which is our Superfit 7 Male Fertile, is used not just for little boys, because one of the reasons why it's so valuable for little boys is that it actually helps the little bodies to eliminate these estrogenic pollutant factors. One of the things I'd like to say is that there are some pretty nerve-wracking estrogenic pollutants in food, such as eggs and chicken. It's sometimes referred to as stilbestrol. And again, there are other estrogenic pollutants in the water supply as a result of women being on the birth control pill. It's a very big concern that these poisons are having a negative effect on sperm count. They're having a negative effect on the way our little boys are developing. It's a concern, really, in many, many different directions. But I absolutely love this formula because it has a very positive aspect as well, especially for young couples when they're trying to conceive. We use this formula to support the male and to make sure that they feel good. One of the most popular drugs in modern society is called Viagra, or Cialis, I think it's got another name. But these drugs are harmful and they can cause very serious side effects. And one of which is that there's an increased level of people who take Viagra who have difficulty with their energy fields. And subsequently, although they may find that this drug is quite successful, they may have side effects. Wonderful thing about Male Fertile is that it has a very similar effect to speed up and enhance libido, but it has no harmful negative flip side. So it's a useful formula from that point of view. But it's also a very useful formula to support young couples, the male partner, when trying to conceive. It is of vital importance that men are healthy before their wives conceive. Absolutely vital. The health of their sperm is of very great importance. And that's another factor that's very concerning. Statistics coming out of countries like Sweden pointing to the fact that the male sperm count has depleted and dropped dramatically in the last 50 years. And nothing really is being done to change this worrying aspect. There is another aspect as well, and this is a very, very supportive formula for couples, marriage, emotions centered around marriage and loving couples. It's also a very useful formula to help people, men, particularly when they've had illnesses such as prostate cancer and those sorts of disturbances. Another illness that's on the increase. There's a lot of emotion involved in these illnesses. And certainly trying to have a child is a very emotional situation as well. It's a very, very, very special formula. If you'd like to know more about it, please don't hesitate to contact us.